the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, back to Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Brady on the bootleg. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. That catch good for only a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen being chased out left. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now Allen. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Cole Beasley. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Brady now to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Pushing his way through. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Then he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brady going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there on the scramble. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Airing this one out for Evans. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now Allen. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On play action, Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for Beasley. Got him on the slant. Touchdown, Bills. Cole Beasley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. Forced out to his left. 20! And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tyler Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Allen. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Allen being chased out left. And this one caught by Beasley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain there for the Bills.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Allen going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen from 17 yards out. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Brady. And he finds Gronk. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 49 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Succo. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air, Allen steps away to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On second down, a run with Breida. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 31 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On play action, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off.
Stephon Diggs. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, 99 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
49, check 49, check 49.
Hey, switch gears.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. He hits Beasley right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing on first down is Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing on first down is Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that, being a safety off.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.